Well, right now in my life, I'm in a good space, but I'm also in a very important phase. There's a saying, just to withdraw an extract from one of Tyler Perry movies, and when he portrays the role of Medea, and what he says, he mentions something about the traffic jam of life. Speaking about we're growing older, our parents are dying, we got our children coming up, we trying to feel a sense of accomplishment and do the things that we perhaps maybe didn't get a chance to do. And so right now I feel I'm at that stage. You get number one, right? In terms of marriage, I feel my wife and I are at a good place, in a sense that I find we got more time for each other. You find there's a lot of times where it's just her and myself. We're sitting, we interacting with each other, speaking about things that maybe we want to see ourselves achieving and accomplishing in the next 5 years or so. It hasn't always been easy in terms of marriage. I mean, which marriage doesn't have its ups and downs? But here we are, 22 years later, still together. And so for me, that in itself is an achievement and is an accomplishment, something that I can be proud of, but not only in our own strength, definitely in a strength that comes from God. Well, when it comes to children, our children are growing up. My daughter matriculated 3 years or so ago. Then my second one, she's also matriculated. And then of course I got my son, he's still in school. And we got a lot of challenges in terms of our society, that which is very much before every family's door, and that is the drug issue. But be that as it may, I feel, like how my pastor always says, this generation needs to be shown love. And we cannot give up on our children, we cannot give up on our families, extended families' children, as well as our friends' children, and just general children in society. And so right now, as a father, as a male figure, even in a community, it's about, even when you see other people's children, just to keep speaking words of encouragement that, hey son, you know what, you can, amount to something bigger than what maybe you see in yourself, because that's what we grew up with. I mean, we grew up whereby a community raised a child, whereby a community was responsible for ensuring that even as the parents of that child is not around, that those parents, your neighbors, will take it upon themselves to ensure that everything still goes accordingly, that you don't disrespect other people, that you uphold the morals and standards that your parents set. And so right now I'm at that stage, because even when I look at with regards to church life, my activeness in the church in terms of being the superintendent of the Sunday school. And so you find that wherever I go, I'm drawn to children, and to speak to children positively and to give them words of encouragement, that's something that just comes natural. And I find that even children are just drawn to me for some reason or the other. I guess it's from that. And so I find that even as God wants to elevate you in a certain area, He provides the necessary tools and that grace that you need in order to perform in that role, to say he bestows it upon you. And so yes, it's a good place, but I must say that there's much more. You cannot come to a place where you become comfortable, because when you become comfortable, then you're going to have no more drive in life. And life is always presenting new challenges, and as you know, in the kingdom, you're always being challenged to go higher and higher. Likewise, even just in the natural, we got to be looking to better ourselves. We got to be looking to better our families. We got to be looking to better each other. And so that's the place where I'm at. With regards even to my age, this year I'll be turning 45, and I feel proud looking at the fact that God has even given me 45 years. And it's sad for me that I've lost some friends along the way. I've lost my dad, I've lost my brother. But you find that in it all, God has given me the grace, to deal with those things. But if there's a question that I always ask myself is, Max, can you, in the place that you're at now, be a positive influence for others in terms of what you know now? Can you not keep it to yourself? Can you be a blessing unto others and give them the things that God has done for you in order for you to come to this place where you don't say you arrived, but you feel a sense of worth because people look up to you, people find that they can come and speak to you, people see that, okay, looking from the outside in, that you seem to have everything in order. And so just to be afforded even this opportunity to share my story and where I've come from to where I'm at now, I feel it's such an honor and a privilege. And this moment in my life is a very defining moment. I'm so glad even to be afforded this opportunity to speak about where I'm coming from and where I'm at right now.
Wow, that's amazing, Max. And you know what? I mean, your kids will also be proud of the fact that you've, grown as a man and as a father. And I mean, looking back, I mean, if you think about your family, your dad, your mom, I mean, everybody, I mean, the community respects you. So for me, if I have to ask this one question, what would you want to change in a community that actually affects in a community? Like, let's say, Madden Ridge, Max will want to change something from his side. What would Max change?
If there's something I would love to change, is our fear as a community. Because, we know what we have a problem with. And like I said, it's knocking on everybody's door. And what I would love to change is even my fear that I cannot initiate something that is gonna benefit our community. What is really on my heart is the drug issue in our community. And I really feel that for me, if there's something that I would love to change in my community, that is it. That we do not come to a place where we are fearful for what is killing our community as a whole. And nobody is exempted from it. We see it every time we walk out our doors, we go to work, it's there before us. We go to church, we pass it, we come in from church, it's there before us. And so that's what thing I would love to change, whereby we can not only speak about it, but we can actually do something in order for us to change it for the better of our own good as a community of Madden Ridge.